Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Actually, I just had a failed experiment, but this is what I really came for to the unit for to grab this. You guys know what that is? I'm gonna grab another one just in case. Grab this one. Those are brass. Those are what sits inside the tanks. This is why you take the tanks off of radiators. Because when you give it to them as dirty, you give them that brass piece. I know, it's not worth it to me. Well, then don't complain that you don't have money. That's all I'm going to say on it. Now, could do another experiment, but I'm running out of time. But if you go back to the last, this is the computer boards. This is what I will be using those new tools for, to take all this stuff off, because all this is going to be chopped up for gold and silver recovery. All these are going to be chopped up, every single bit. See that? That's gold. See all those little squares right there? That's gold. But what people don't realize is they don't put the gold on after the green mask. Every single thing underneath this board is completely gold. You see how you see the dark green and then the light green? That light green is actually gold. So all these that you get out of TVs, people think that they just squirt that stuff on, put a thin layer. No, the gold goes on first, then the green mask. Everybody has gold in the world and they don't even realize it. So, yeah. But this video right here is going to come out before the other video. Actually, I'm gonna leave these here. Now, I guess you're wondering, why do I have porcelain these guys? Well, one, these were from a storage unit that I bought. Two, they are already broke. But three, the biggest thing is, see all that? That is what you call gold foil. And it's all over it. Sooner or later, I'm going to be smashing these. Yeah, I might even show you. See, taking things apart is a great thing, especially if you have a stressful life, because you can take it out on that and you don't have to worry about putting it back together again. See, when I was a kid, my father said, "Hey, you should get into demolition work. You're great at it." Yeah, just don't ask me to put it back together again. Because trust me, half the stuff that I take apart, you can't put back together again. This right here will be a future video. Maybe later on. Oh, look at that. The sun came out. Oh, yes. I feel so privileged. Knowing that I haven't seen, well, besides this morning for about 15 minutes before the clouds came in, I haven't seen the sun in roughly about 4.5 days. There's been cloud cover constantly. And yesterday, I mean, it dropped in temperature. I mean, it dropped. Felt almost like winter again. Nah, it dropped down last night. It dropped down below 32, which is unusual for this time of year. But yeah, that's the other thing that I wanted to leave. Oh. So this stays here. This stays here. You see that right there is copper. But everybody, like I said, they think that the copper is just sprayed in that area. No, it's not. Everything underneath the board, you see the copper ring right there? See the lighter green and the darker green? That lighter green is copper. The mask is cut and then put on over the copper. So this whole board, most of the weight on this board is copper. But people throw it away because they don't want to take the time to take it apart. Like I said, this is a channel to make money, not to give it away. How you do things, that's up to you. But don't sit there and keep complaining that you don't have money when you're just giving it away. I'm sorry to say. You know, there's tons of money out there, but people just want to throw it away. They throw it away constantly, no matter if it's walking away from a storage unit or anything else like that. But this, yeah, this is all brass. But see, if you look, you can see all the way. I'm trying to see if I can. There it is. You can see all the way through it. So I am going to cut both ends with a pipe cutter. You know, that handheld that I found the other day. And then I'm going to go on one side and I'm going to cut all the way through it. And then I am going to pull what's inside out. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a piece of copper mesh that goes around it. But I wanted to grab two because these are, yeah, this one's smaller, but you can still see all the way through it. I'm going to do the exact same thing to that. I needed that. Yeah, so that's all for this video. So I will put this one up first before the failed, knowing that I'm recording this one after, but I'm a difficult person. But yeah, but I'm gonna have to get going. I gotta go and take my niece to work. So I'll put this back where it belongs and then close this up. But yeah, lots of copper, lots of silver, lots of gold. And for those of you that have never seen my computer board, there's tons of money right here. Tons. There's probably, you wouldn't think about it, but if when it's said and done and all this is processed, all the silver, all the gold, this whole tote is filled with computer boards too. Not just what's up on top. Taking all that, all this, all that, you roughly have, I'm gonna think there's probably probably a $1,000 to $1,500 worth of silver. Gold, there's probably about $3,000 worth of gold in all of this computer boards. Not just some of them, all of it. It's probably about 2-3 ounces of gold right there. And at $1,800, I believe was the last time I looked. I don't know. Gold could have gone up. It's something that I don't pay attention to because I'm hoarding as much as I can before I get to that part. But yeah. So yeah, there's probably about $6,000 worth of silver and gold. Now, you also gotta think about the copper. Every board has copper on it. Every board, has silver on it. Every board has gold on it. But, yeah. So I'm gonna say at least there's about, I'm gonna kind of lowball it, and I'm just gonna say 4,000. There's $4,000 worth of copper, silver, and gold. Yeah, doesn't take that much. And this will all be condensed down into a 5-gallon bucket. All this. It will be condensed. There won't be anything left of it, but it'll all be in a 5-gallon bucket. See, that's what you call stacking. So I'm going to go ahead and leave. Like I said, I got to get going. And I'm feeling that I have to go to the restroom here. And there are no restrooms here in this facility. So, as I always say, scrap it right. Make that money. Peace. Later, Gators.